and welcome to another episode of Todd Talk. Because when Todd talks, people listen. Hopefully. Um, it's a very interesting episode of Todd Talk because we're talking about the reaction to Smokey the Bear versus McGruff the Crime Dog. And my gosh, what fun. No, seriously, I really had a lot of fun with this one. I was one of those people who was excited for this matchup. I was fully expecting something glorious, and lo and behold, I got it because I'm sorry. This episode was funny. Someone was asking, "What do you find so funny about it?" It's like, okay, the breakdown was hilarious. You know, the actual origin of Smokey the Bear and all of that, his feats, what he's done, how he kept his dignity in the '90s, which was that very odd period that I grew up in. That was funny to me. It was. And then McGruff and what he could do. It was a really fun breakdown. And then the battle itself, my gosh, that battle. Blind Ferret. I know you're probably not watching this, but Blind Ferret. Props to you. You should be. My gosh, if every death battle could be like that. Well, I mean not every death battle, because 30 death battles are pretty cool, but like 2D death battles, that'd be awesome. I do hope you come back. It was a cartoon. It was like a straight up cartoon, something like people were acquainted to, like the Boomerang channel, the old school drawing technique. I would watch a modern cartoon drawn like that. It was just so beautiful, and like the voice actors, they really did give it their all, just like we expected. And the way they played up, what Smokey and McGruff could do was just really funny. And did they take liberties? Yes, they took liberties, but that's what you have to do with these kinds of characters. And technically, they backed up what they could do. And like McGruff's police car being a monster truck. Yeah. Oh, and that was it. Someone asked me like, what was so funny? Like I said, you asked me like, what's so funny? I'm sorry, but a dog driving a monster truck, driving at a bear, saying, "Take a bite of this." That's not funny. So I'm just speaking about it, okay? And then that ending, dear gosh, Smokey going to the size of a mountain. Not even you can prevent this. Remember, kids. Remember me. Squash. Oh my gosh. They said it wouldn't be a draw. They kept their word. Oh my gosh. Look, I know this battle isn't for everyone. Hey, I didn't like Deadpool versus Pinkie Pie when I first saw it. I mean, it took me, even with all, if you remember my episode, which is actually one of the most popular episodes I had, of the prediction episode 4, I was amazed by all that Pinkie Pie could do. Just in my research, and I missed some of it when Death Battle, missed some of the feats that they mentioned in Death Battle, but still, I was amazed. But the episode itself was like, eh. I didn't like that it ended in a draw. I didn't like that that was the season finale. And even though I've warmed up to it since then, mainly because of Pinkie Pie, sorry, I'm slowly turning into a brony. Give me like one more Death Battle with a pony, and I'm probably gonna turn into a brony. There is a movie coming out. Probably could watch that. Moving on. I still have some bad feelings about that because I remember that was the season finale. And this episode, thankfully it wasn't the season finale. I would not have felt as strongly if it was the season finale, but it wasn't. It was in the middle of the season, and they had a entirely different team working on it, so they could focus on other death battles, and it was good. I really, really liked it. I'm gonna do another top like death battles list. I actually don't think I did that last year. I'm going to do a top death battles list, and this is going to be pretty high on the 2D scale because this was really freaking awesome. And and apparently Blind Ferret has said they want to do another one. I fully support that. Fans are already asking about Bugs Bunny versus Mickey Mouse. Maybe. I don't know, but for me, this was a fun death battle, and I am grateful. But next time on Death Battle, scared you there, didn't I? Oh my gosh, I literally lost it. I mean, let me put it to you this way: I play Fire Emblem Warriors a lot, and last what was that? a few days ago, times recording, I got a character that I really, really wanted. I screamed like a girl, like high pitch. I'd do it now, but I don't want to break the speaker. I screamed like a girl, and I was like, talking to my friend about it, and she says, "Yeah, do that for me next time because I want to hear it." And I'm like, I was thinking, I was like, can I actually do that again? And then I see this next time for Death Battle. I'm like, oh, it's Thor. And then I see Wonder Woman coming out of the trend. I'm like, I was like, oh! But much higher, much, much, much higher. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're actually going to do this. Yeah, if you didn't hear, this has been a Death Battle request to my knowledge, but it was also a debate that Gal Gadot and Chris Hemsworth, who play the live action versions of Thor and Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman said, Chris, I think we both know that Wonder Woman would win. And then Chris replied, yeah, she kicked Thor's butt. And so apparently either, Death Battle saw this and thought they could get this done in time, or they thought ahead of time that this would be a good matchup, and then that just really spurred to get it out soon. It's really hard to tell because this is, to my knowledge, could be a 3D Death Battle. So Torian has to take his time on these. So kind of makes you wonder when they actually thought about this, but it's going to be interesting, especially since both these characters were already in death battles, which people are already freaking out about because these were season 1 death battles. Like, Rogue Wonder Woman is still one of the most controversial death battles out there because of how that ended, and then Raiden versus Thor was one of the most curb stomp battles ever, and Ben has fully admitted that he actually regretted kind of doing that one because Thor was so OP compared to Raiden, but it was a fan request, so they had to do it. No, they had to do it, but they needed to do it. So yeah, but this will be interesting because it's gonna be in 3D, so it's gonna be awesome. These are two epic demigods / gods, depending how you look at it, with massive backstories and feats. Wonder Woman just celebrated 75 years. I don't remember when Thor was created, but it's got to be close to it's between 50 and 75, guaranteed. So I am freaking pumped for this. This is going to be. I can feel this could be even greater than Megazord versus Voltron. I'm not saying it will be. I'm saying it's a possibility. So I have got to, unlike Scruff McGruff versus Smokey Bear, I'm going to dive deep into the research pool. I won't be able to go full death battle, but I'll be able to go as far as I can. I'll go like Doomsday Hulk because I want to make sure I get my prediction right, even though I already know what I'm ready for. So just stay tuned for that. So with that, I'm ending this episode of Todd Talk. Let me know what you thought about McGruff versus Smokey. I really want to know what you think, okay? And let me know who you think is going to win between Thor versus Wonder Woman. This is really going to be good. I can just feel it. So, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I know you were listening, and I will see you around.